Question number 1. What do you consider to be... Okay, suspense. Beautiful.
I can really narrow that down to, like, a lot of things, but, I mean, I think nature is a really beautiful thing. Like, I'm probably at my most... I have a very high anxiety about a lot of things about life in general. I'm always, like, very anxious and stuff like that. The one thing that really makes me content is being outside. Like, being outside, like, on a beach, in a park. I don't know what it is about just, like, being, like, out in, like, the sunshine and, like, smelling, like, you know, just, like, the little things, like, you know, the smell of, like, the trees and the smell of, like, the grass and even, like, the after rain smell. I love stuff like that. That's beautiful. I've seen some of the most incredible thing I've ever seen in nature was I went to a party in Baltimore about 2 or 3 or so years ago, and this huge thunderstorm happened. I mean, the sky went from blue to black, and I saw the most incredible strikes of lightning that I've ever seen in my life. Like, it was along the water on the beach, and I have this shot of just 3 lightning bolts hitting the water at the same time, and I could probably say that was probably the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. That and people in love. People that are happy. You know, just seeing, like parents, like, playing with their kids, 2 people really in love, you know, just, like, little things like that, you know. I feel like in life it's the smallest things that, like, that mean the most, you know. The simple things matter more than the bigger things, you know. I think that pretty much narrows it down for me.
So the second question, you kind of already answered it. But I'll ask you again.
Okay.
You can change your answer. Or you can pick the next answer.
Okay.
The question would have been, what is your most beautiful memory?
My most beautiful memory? Oh, man. I have so many, like... I would have to say all the times that, like, I... Just, like, little things. Just, like, being around my best friends and, like... You know, having, like, those moments where, like, you know, you're just laughing and everybody's smiling and everybody's having a good time. And, like, you know, like I said, when I'm in nature or I'm just outside or something, it's probably when I'm at my most content. One of the other times that I'm at my most content is when I'm with my best friends. That, you know, conversation is just flowing and we're just laughing about stupid things. Like, it could just be anything. I mean, I have friends that we could just make it like an inside joke and just keep it going forever. Like, my roommate, me and him could just flow in a conversation of solely music quote. Like, not music quotes, sorry. Movie quotes. We could just say a movie quote and just keep a conversation going on that alone. We'll say something and then we'll just throw a movie quote in there. You know? My most beautiful moment is... That's so tough because I've had so many in this life. I mean, I'm 25 years old. I've had a lot. I think definitely, like, when my siblings were born, you know, like holding my siblings for the first time, because I'm the oldest. I have 4 younger siblings, and, you know, just, like, holding my sister for the first time and holding my brothers for the first time. I have 1 sister and 3 brothers. It's like holding them for the first time, seeing family members get married. It's like things along those lines, you know, are very, like, I'm very sensitive. I cry at weddings. You know, my cousin got married about 2 years ago, and I cried at his wedding. I was doing it's like, I'm so happy for him. And now him and his wife are expecting their first kid in probably about 2 months. Like, looking back and thinking about how things were in the past and how they are now and how things change and how you grow with a person and how you share all of those things with a person. You know, that, like, I've had friends that have been my friends for years, and just seeing them, like, move on or, like, you know, do something good with their life, like get married or, like, have their first kid or, like, graduate college or something like that. I think those are, like, the most important, like, those are the memories that I hold really dear. Like yesterday, for example, my cousin turned 16, and I was with her at her sweet 16. And I had a good time. We just had a blast together. She dedicated one of her candles to me and the rest of my family, which I thought was really sweet. I'm like, oh man, I remember her when she was little and she used to lecture me about smoking cigarettes, how she didn't want me to smoke and all this stuff. And I'm like, now she's 16 and she's like, she's almost completely grown. And, you know, I'm like, she's just evolved into, like, such a smart person. You know, that, like, she's kind of, like, wise beyond her years, you know, that, like, I don't need to tell her things because I'm older, that she's the type of person I don't need to give her advice on who to keep around and who not to keep around and to be careful about things because she already knows. Being 16 years old and knowing something like that is a good thing, which means that she's mature beyond her years. You know, I think those are moments like that are definitely the most beautiful things in life. They're the most important, you know. I've had so many memories, like, just the feeling of just, like, being with your friends and just going crazy and, like, crazy with excitement over something, somebody's birthday, a concert, you know, a really, really good party. Just, like, the little things are more important than anything, you know. Just the moment of, you know, I've gone to parties out of state and just driven by the beach, windows rolling down, blasting music, screaming out the windows. I mean, those are the most beautiful things in life above anything else, is the moments that you share. I think it more depends on who you share it with also. You know, I have my group of good friends, and I'm blessed to have good friends. And the moments that I've had with a lot of my friends are by far the most beautiful memories I've ever had. And probably the ones I'm going to cherish forever. I mean, 10 years from now when I'm not a party kid, I'm going to look back on it and I'm going to be like, wow, I had some really good times with these people. Sorry, there's a fly. I've had some really good times with these people and some really crazy memories that I'm probably going to cherish forever. Even when I'm an old lady, I'm going to look back at my life and be like, wow, I had a lot of fun. Those people might not be around now. Hopefully most of them will be. But if they're not, you know, it is what it is. I mean, people come in and out of your life for a reason. I mean, everybody comes in your path for a reason. It doesn't mean that everybody's meant to stay there. You know, I've had friends that I've been friends with for years, and you drift apart, you have falling outs or whatever, but I have a lot of the type of friends that I've been with them so long and that I've been friends with them for so long that they're almost like my family, that I consider them family, you know, and I don't question it, you know, that, like, these people, they're my friends, but they're more like family above anything else because I value them that much. But I think that's it. I made you smile, that's good.